what are we doing today, Sarah?
Today we're going to make some tomato jam from a recipe I got from Christine, who I met 5 years ago in Kenya, who's a really amazing woman that I haven't forgot. You're going to help me because you're the queen of jam making.
So tell me about Christine.
Well, when I met her, she is a widow and looks after some orphans and is part of a women's cooperative. And they're all struggling with poverty in Kenya and climate change issues. So I got to meet her.
Cool. And what's the tomato got to do with it?
So one of the projects that they do to make money is to make tomato jam, because tomatoes are a bit more drought resistant than other vegetables, and climate change is a huge issue in Kenya with drought just being like a really heavy burden. So they make tomato jam because they can get hold of sugar a bit easier, and tomatoes are easier to grow. So they make it and sell it on the local market, and it sells like hotcakes. So I think making the jam is brilliant because we can spread her story and the struggle she's going through and try and get people to be part of the movement for change.
So this is looking good. I'd really like to share the recipe with some people.
Yeah, and we can do more than that and make sure that we share Christine's story and talk about the broken food system.
What's that?
Well, it's often the people in power that control how food is grown and how it's distributed. They often don't think about the effect it's having on the climate, and they'll grab land wherever they can, and they just don't think about people like Christine on the ground.
That sounds like such a massive problem. How can someone like me sort of get involved and help?
Yeah, I feel the same sometimes as well. And I think, you know, the fact that we're making Christine's jam is a great chance for us to talk to people about the food system, about her story, how we can tackle it personally with what we buy and what we do, and get our MPs involved. We can campaign with Oxfam. You know, we can be the change we wish to see in the world, and it shouldn't stop us feeling like this is such a big issue.
It's not come, it's not a big. Brothers and sisters do not take una time, yeah. It's not come, it's not a big. Brothers and sisters do not take una time.
So is this where the craftivism comes in?
Yeah, exactly. So this is where we stitch our personal response to Christine's story and the broken food system and put it on the lid.
Like, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Yeah, and on mine it says, be the change that you wish to see in the world, in brackets, please, with a smiley face to remind everyone that they can be the change. So what are you stitching?
I've got Start a Handmade Rebellion Against Passive Consumerism.
Oh, I recognise that from your craft book.
Yeah, that's right. What have you got?
Stitching, the world produces enough food, yet some of us still go hungry. That just isn't fair play. So who are you going to give your jam to?
Thinking maybe my local shopkeeper, to try and get them to source some more fair trade products and sort of locally sourced food.
Cool.
How about you?
I think I'm going to give it to my MP to try and get her to champion small-scale farmers a bit more.
I think this is a really nice way to take some time out and sort of reflect and think about things.
Yeah, I think craftivism is really good at giving you time to think about the injustices that you're campaigning on.
So who else can we give it to, and do you think it will make a difference?
Well, I think we can give it to anyone really. You can give it to your mum, your sister, your friends, but it also makes a difference if we give them to our MPs to start that conversation with them about what they can do on our behalf, and give them to local businesses and large businesses to get them as part of the food solution rather than the problem.
So how do people get involved?
So you can do the project on your own, or you can join with friends and make jam together, or have stitching sessions together. The Craftivist Collective and Oxfam are setting up stitchings as well across the country and city farms that you can get involved in, or you could set up your own with our support. So hopefully this video has given you some ideas of how you can get involved. For more information, go to craftivist-collective.com for the project, and for more on the global food movement, go to the Oxfam website, and do get in touch with us if you need any help or support and just want to tell us what you're doing.
That's good.
Very good. I do like tomato jam.
Some